You're listening to
Tipsy Book Reads.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess.
And we're tipsy. Too many books on my TBR. Yeah. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers. We warned ya. Hi.
Hey.
Do you know what I realized?
What?
That in the interview that we just did, in the very beginning, I did the intro wrong. Instead of saying,
I did notice that. We just went right into it.
I said, I'm Rebecca. And I literally didn't even think about it until I was editing and I went, hello.
Oh, well.
She just dived right in.
It is what it is.
Okay, we're finished.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Dude. We were low-key, like, right, though. They all died. We were just in the wrong tense.
Seriously.
Like, we were present tense, and the book was future tense. And then now present.
Yeah. Everybody died pretty much, though. Yeah.
Yep. Except for Alex. I've got some thoughts.
I mean, maybe not just Alex, but.
Anyways. Yeah, but.
Anyways.
We'll get to that. Okay. So, yes, we are still reading House of Roots in Ruin by Erin E Craig. Thank you. And this is so pretty without the cover. Look at that shine.
Shiny.
Anyways, if you're not listening or watching this on YouTube or Spotify, what you doing? You should, because you just missed out on a beautiful book cover.
She's shiny.
She's shiny.
It's like is it a turtle in is it Moana?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a turtle? The shiny thing or a
crab?
crab? A crab, that's it.
But they'll sue us if we sing that song, so we can't. Anyways, I have a really important question for you because the shit hitteth the fan in this book, and so therefore I need a drink that is equivalent to that.
Okay. I'm a little nervous.
You're making me nervous
for this drink. Okay, so I have never had Benedictine before, but this drink is like a real life cocktail. Like, I didn't make this up. It's called the Chrysanthemum.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, a little floral-based drink. And I found it when I was looking for absinthe drinks because they drink absinthe in the study. And absinthe, like the history of absinthe, people would like hallucinate on absinthe. And they said like all this shit about like fairies and like crossing into the other world and stuff. So I was like, well, it has to have absinthe. So it's just 4 dashes of absinthe, a shot of Benedictine, and or 1 ounce of Benedictine and 2 ounces of dry vermouth. And I don't know.
I'm excited.
Cheers.
Let's try it. Cheers. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Benedict Cumberbatch really came through. Oh my God.
That's actually really good.
What?
I fully expected to hate it because we don't really like vermouth.
It's kind of burning.
I mean, it is literally just liquor and liqueur, so.
That's so good. It has an interesting aftertaste.
I would order this at a cocktail bar.
It's so citrusy. It's so almost like fall.
Yeah, like the almost like syrup, but not like bad syrup.
She's a sipper though.
For sure.
Now that you said that, the book that we just read that was based in Japan with the American princess.
Oh, the book that you happily
ever after, happily Tokyo after, happy.
Yeah, happily Tokyo ever after.
They talk about a cocktail like this.
Really?
The Chrysanthemum. I think so. Because that
might be right.
That comes up constantly through that book.
I wonder if that's this. But yeah, I felt like flower, it had to be named after a flower and it had to have absinthe and it actually existed. And Benedictine I was intrigued by it. So now we've added a new liqueur to our repertoire.
I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of you.
Yay.
What a great drink.
Thanks. Anyways.
Never
You wanna
gets better. Every time we try to do that handshake, it just is so weird.
I feel like we've said this before, but we need a secret handshake and we're slacking in that department.
We're doing it below.
Sure, totally. Anyways, you want to give us a quick synopsis of this book?
I don't even know. Yes. Okay. Once upon a time, a girl saw a ghost. And then she saw another ghost. And then she saw another ghost. And it turns out she's the only one seeing these ghosts. And she didn't even realize they were ghosts, which is crazy. And then she's like, you know what, bitches? I'm going to go live my own life. And so she goes and takes this, like, art. What's the word? Job.
Commission.
Not me hitting the microphone.
This is just the best synopsis I've ever heard.
And then she's like, ooh, wait, the guy I'm painting's kind of cute. Like, he's kind of got a vibe. And then she's like, this place is really weird, actually. There's, like, peacocks dying outside. But are they peacocks? And then she, like, hallucinates like crazy. And the dad, crazy. The mom, crazy. The grandmother, crazier.
Crazy. She a crazy bitch.
So many crazies she's in this house with. And then, guess what?
Everybody died.
No. Yes. There are brothers that were not existing.
Secret triplets that show up out of nowhere.
And they, like, murder everyone. But are they really dead?
And then there's babies in jars.
That's so gross. Yeah, there were, like, babies in jars and, like, a lot of experiments going on. And, like, the babies had, like, fern hands.
They were, like, human babies.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Anyways. Oh, and then they get married.
Yeah.
The way I was like, huh? Like, I don't know. I'm not feeling the marriage. How are you feeling?
I feel like, they went through so much trauma. Maybe they should have just, like, let it ride for a little bit.
Yeah.
To see, like, are we just responding to trauma or are we actually in love?
Because, like, she didn't ever feel fireworks, and then she made out with his brother
and felt fireworks.
And then all of a sudden, she feels fireworks for Alexander.
But I will say, I liked kind of, which, like, it kind of, I'm wondering if it's a trauma response, but if she had more time to, like, heal and deal, I did like the way she described, she's like, because where she's from, it's like the ocean, surrounded by the water and stuff like that. And she said, you feel like the ocean, which is like home to her.
Mm-hmm.
So like she was, because there's always that like young, crazy spark love. And then there's the love that feels like home and that feels like a safe place.
That's
so, like,
true.
She was like, it's just a different type of love. And I don't think it's what she was expecting, like the fireworks, like we talked about. But it doesn't mean it's not love. But also, like, it was like very quick.
It
and,
was
like,
very
homegirl,
quick. And I don't know. I'm not sold.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in between because I don't think that love should be discounted.
Not
like,
at all.
That type of love.
Not at all.
But I just don't think she had enough time to recover from all the shit she went through to really see if she loves him.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, so back to everyone dying. Mom dies, which was an oopsie.
Yeah.
And then the one secret triplet dies after he kills Dad. And then a whole fight happens with Alexander in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And what is the brothers' names? I realized I never wrote them. Victor
and Victor.
Because I was rooting for Victor for a half a second.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're so toxic.
Oh my gosh. So let's back up a little bit.
Yeah, you're fine.
So when we first started this second half of the book, it was the engagement party, right? And
which no one was there out of her family.
yeah,
But we find out why.
we do.
Because the letters were never sent.
Gerald, or what's his name?
Gerald.
Gerald.
Garbage.
He's a little sus. I mean, I've been sus.
We called that.
But so who locked? Oh, it was Victor that locked him in the house, right?
I think so.
Okay, so that was weird. That was like the first thing that was like, okay, this is kind of weird. But then she meets the brothers, and at first, like you said, I was kind of rooting for them, and I was like, oh, like
I was rooting for them hardcore. I was like,
I didn't
yes,
see
triplets. They take over the whole house. They make it better. Love this.
Love it.
Evil.
And they were totally like, oh yeah, Alex can have the house. Like, we just want to be like recognized as sons so that we can like have a life, because they got banished or whatever.
Liars.
Oh my God. Like, that threw me for a loop. Did you see that one coming with the brothers?
At first, no way. No way. I was so rooting for them. And then certain things started happening, and I was like, oh, they're evil.
Like what? Like, what made you?
Crap. I can't remember exactly, because I had the foolish endeavor of listening to this book on the way home from recording the first episode. And so it's been a week, and I should have a better memory than that, but I don't.
Fair.
I'm trying to think exactly what it was. Well, one of the most prominent times, it was not the first time, but when Victor and Verity, 2 V's, are like having their little moment where they're walking up to the roof or whatever, and he like starts making out with her, and she keeps saying no, and he keeps going, and I was like, absolutely not, your trash.
Right.
Immediate no. But then there were little things before that, and I can't remember exactly what it was. However, I did not see the grandma coming.
No.
I didn't see the grandma coming in the way where she was like, oh yeah, I picked Victor as the number one and blah, blah, blah. Wild. Also, like they set up, is like Verity pregnant? Like they kind of set up like kids. And then is that gonna be the monster? I don't know, girl.
Also, fucking Gerald with the beet juice. Verity, you're stupid.
Dude.
The screaming, and then the walking in the kitchen covered in, and also like the whole time I was like, bro, he's poisoning you. This tea,
whole time.
You're sleeping so well. Girlfriend, you are fucking dumb. It's one thing to not realize you're saying ghosts. It's another to not realize you're actively being poisoned, and these people are crazy. Red flags.
Yeah, well, and it's so unfortunate because she was so sheltered, because literally like everyone that was surrounding her, she could always trust.
Yeah.
So why would she ever have the reason not to trust someone other than, Camille not telling her that she could see dead people? But whatever. Yeah, I was the same way, like screaming at her, honey. And then when when Verity and the mom, when they were drinking the wine, I was like, she's like, it has a funny taste. And we're going to keep drinking it?
Literally. She's like, it's bitter. No way this is from our cellar. Okay, then question it, bitch. Why you keep drinking 3 damn bottles of the shit?
That was wild. I was like, oh, she's going to end up falling and dying.
And, like, how instantly they, like, felt the buzz. I'm like, girl, you just got roofied.
Yeah, that's wine you're drinking.
Yeah.
Like,
granted, she had 3 bottles of it. But still, prior to that, she was, like, 1 glass
That's what I mean.
And she felt it. And I was like, this is bad.
Yeah. No. I was same way. Same thing. Like,
and like, she's a grown ass woman that wasn't sheltered. She should have known she was being poisoned.
Yep.
I mean, not that it's her fault by any means, but also like, question the wine.
Question the wine. Always question the wine.
Always.
Okay, so let's talk about the brothers.
Okay.
They have powers? Powerpuff
Fire?
Girls. Fire, wind, earth? No. Victor has the gift of flame.
Yep. Julian has the mind reading.
Mind reading.
And then Alex is a fucking god. An immortal?
But we don't... what? Like...
And so the dad chose him because he was immortal, but the grandma was like, nah, Victor's my boy.
I'm not mad about it. I just think it's, like, funny.
It is. But...
So his leg twitched at the end? Can we skip to that?
Oh, my gosh.
Or no,
or
he
his
said...
arm? Or...
No, and he took one leg and placed it over the other one without thinking or something like that. It was like... You remember that part? Let's show it to you on the break. It's at the very, very end.
It was a hand twitch.
Nope, that was Victor. That's dead.
Oh, Alex
leg moves. So is he not paralyzed? Was he also being poisoned?
Or is that Victor pretending to be Alex, and Alex was the one whose hand twitched because he's immortal and not dead, so he's like twitching back awake. He was like knocked out or something. And it's actually Victor in the chair that just married our homegirl, Verity, and now she's stuck because it had such an emphasis about them being like a...
Yeah.
And, yeah, now she's going to get pregnant and have fire babies. And watch the world burn.
Oh, God. Yeah, there could be so many avenues to this. It's wild. It's wild. Okay. When we got to the part where there were babies in jars... My initial reaction was death to them all. Not the babies. Death to the family. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Gross. Horrible. Awful. Any other ones you want to throw in there?
There are not words. I don't know. And then, so the mom is poisoning the women so that they can't carry to term, which she's like, okay, I admit is all awful, but also he's creating monsters. So if they did carry them to term, it would be worse than me killing the babies in the first place.
You can justify anything in your own brain.
Yeah.
It's very scary. It's incredibly scary.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
During that part, I don't know, I think I was listening at that point. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is the craziest thing. And this is wild. Okay, so I've already gone through all my notes.
I feel that. Okay, who is your... I don't even know how to pick a favorite character from these because they're all atrocious. Except, I mean, like, Verity, it's not her fault, you know?
No, it's not her fault. Camille came to the rescue at the very end.
She did.
She was like, what do you mean? Of course I'd be there for your wedding.
Yeah, well, she didn't know because all the letters were being hidden because frickin' Gerald.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, she might be actually better than we all thought.
Yeah. I mean, she was just trying to protect her sister. But they're all certifiable. What is Gerald's thing with the threes?
It's very OCD thing.
3 keys. 3 of all the triplets. Obviously, 3 triplets. Triplet. Duh. Hello.
Yeah. It's a very OCD thing.
Yeah, but like...
Let's see what the number 3 means. Also, I got a book from the library on flower language.
What did you learn?
I only got 2 pages then. Okay. In numerology, the number 3 holds immense spiritual significance. It represents self-expression, communication, creativity, optimism, and joy. 3 is a powerful creative force that amplifies our thoughts, words, and emotions.
Okay, so Victor and Julian, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were like connected at the mind, and
Victor's like
he was like putting all these thoughts into like these angry thoughts into his brothers, and they're like they pushed Alex off the freaking balcony, and that's why he's in a wheelchair because he freaking hulked through their entryway because his brothers yeeted him off of the balcony. When they were 4 years old.
Yeah, no wonder they got locked away.
Yeah, and then they just burnt down their house or whatever.
Yeah, with the help of the grandmother.
Hey, Grandma, want to help me?
Hey, Grandma. Just an everyday family outing.
Yeah, just some, fire with a side of murder.
Yeah. The whole grandma thing is so baffling. Like, she was obviously disgusting and, like, mean and rude.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think she would have that big of a play because she was just kind of, like, gone.
Side character.
In the entire book, and then all of a sudden, she almost murders Verity. Yeah. Literally, like, 2 seconds later. Would have been gone. But, oh my gosh. There's so much to think about.
Yeah, I don't know.
And do you like the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely. There was so much I didn't see coming. And we said this last time, but going into it not knowing anything, I loved that because I was just like here for the vibes. And then I was like, wait, this is wild.
It's
on the edge of my seat.
I loved it. I loved the powers coming in. I love that even though the brothers were evil, they still helped Verity see that she was not crazy, or she kept saying something like was wrong with her.
Yeah.
That there was nothing wrong with her. It's just how she is. I need to reread the part where she's like talking to that god.
Yeah.
Because that was crazy, and I feel like there's a lot more in that I didn't initially completely understand.
Yeah.
And I need to, let me think. What else did I think? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Train gone.
You want to take a break, see if you think about it,
Yeah.
and we'll be back in a minute?
Sounds good. Be right back.
Did you think your thought?
No, I didn't think my thought. I'm sorry. My thought is left the station and probably won't be returning. It was a one-way trip.
Fair enough.
Yep.
That's okay. So I agree that Victor and Julian definitely played a role in her, like, realizing, a lot about herself and also about the situation. Also, the thing with the god, so is she an ancestor of the god? Is that why she can see the dead?
Because I believe so.
Because the whole, like, golden thing. Like, she was golden and Alex was golden.
Yeah. I think that's what I understood. Because there was that whole thing about, like, the mom is an ancestor.
Yes.
So, you know what we should do? Read the book that comes before this. Anyways, we won't talk about it. We didn't know there was another book before this. Well, I thought it was I didn't look at the dates, honestly. I, for some reason, thought that one was
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys were like, you dumb bitches, we already know things, we read them in the wrong order, so. There's been a lot going on, okay?
These things happen. It is what it is.
But I don't feel like, when sometimes you jump into a book and you're like, I feel like I'm missing pieces to this.
I missed an entire chapter. I missed an entire book.
I did, but I didn't feel like I did. Like, I still feel like I fully comprehended what was happening in the book. So they must be, like, disconnected enough to read them as standalones. Yeah. Because I for sure felt like I knew what was going on.
Yeah. I definitely would love to know more about the histories of the gods and, like, how that impacts these, like, demigod children.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm curious about all of that.
Me too.
But I specifically need to go back and reread that whole, because then I was just thrown, like, oh my God, Alexander saw her having this, like, fit. And I couldn't think about, like, too in depth of what that whole conversation was, because then we jumped right into Alexander meeting his brothers.
Yeah.
And having no memory of them.
Yeah. I also feel like I need to know more about the gods in general, like what their spiritual system is, like what they're based off of, like what is it, mythology, like base, or is it just like how many gods are there? What are they gods of? Like what determines their godhood, you know?
Yeah. I just can't stop thinking now, like, they probably went over all this in the first book. But maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't know. We'll read it and yeah.
That's fair.
So
what a fucking wild ride.
Yeah. So that ending, what do you think? Like
I have so many different things that I think it is.
Yeah.
Because in a way it could be that it is Alexander and that he was being poisoned and that was the way that his father controlled him because then he couldn't leave.
Yeah.
It also could be that Victor and Alexander switched. And that obviously because Alexander, like you said, is immortal or to an extent, we don't know what that means exactly, is still alive and that it was Victor just crossing his legs. Crap. Where's my brain today? Ugh, mother trucker. I was going to say something else with that thing because that poopy. Okay. The brain stopped working a while ago.
I feel that. This is late night session with Becca and Jess.
It is like almost, it's 10 p.m. 10 a.m. It's 10 p.m. I spent the entire week in the sun.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Late nights with Jess and Becca.
But no, okay. Wait, let me think about this. Hold on. Okay, it could be that. And then it also could be, I don't know, like both of those two options absolutely. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Because if it is that, they made such an emphasis in the book to not know who was who, number one. Yeah. And number two, like she was just kind of seeing bits and pieces of the fight from below. Like she couldn't actually see what was going on. There was some like, the logistics of it I would like to know too.
Yeah.
And so, especially because like one landed on the ground, one, like there was a lot that was happening. So it could easily have been that they switched. Or it really could have been because Dad was poisoning everyone.
Yeah. So maybe the poison is wearing off and he's getting more feeling in his legs or something too.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Yeah.
Because I think I had the idea that he was getting poisoned in the very beginning.
Yeah, we talked about that last episode of like, is he actually like, we were sus about it? Yeah. But like, I think it's that they switched.
Well, and then are the muscle spasms like because he hasn't used them for so long and it's the poison being taken out and the only thing that helps is the medicine that the dad created?
Yeah, but didn't the brother say he was like poisoning him because he had been around a long time?
Who was poisoning him?
The brother was poisoning Alex.
At one point, yes.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I really think they switched, and especially because back to the having kids things and stuff, the mom and multiple people put about Alex's, like, a concern whether Alex could or could not have kids. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I just think it's Victor in that chair and Alex waking back up with flowers in his mouth.
Very well could be.
That's what I think.
There's a lot. It's crazy.
Yikes.
I just kind of listened through our past episode again. And first off, we're so funny. Number one. Number two, it's a real bummer that all our second episodes, our listeners go way down. Because we have such good like input on our second episodes.
I think so. We figure it all out.
Number three, we really do jump to death.
But sometimes we're right.
And we were right here.
Yeah,
absolutely. There was one point where I think we both were like, our prediction is that they're all dead. And like I said, we're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kept you up? What kept you home?
I actually thought about this. And I left them blank. But I did write what I'm excited about.
So it could be keeping you up.
Hold on. What kept me up? Oh, the Olympics.
Stunning.
The Olympics are happening. I have my nails done.
Cute.
See, I even did like
USA.
matte and then I did like a gel.
I love it.
So I was like, the gymnastics, they have the coolest little like things. And I was like, that would be cute. White is really unforgiving.
Yeah.
Like you can see every mess up, but it doesn't matter. And then what kept me, the other one, I don't remember what I've already said. Home. Literally nothing. I've been working. I don't know. What kept me home? I've been cleaning a lot.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. And then what I'm excited about, Good Girls Guide to Murder comes out on Netflix this week. Wait.
I'm so excited.
Last week. No, yesterday.
Okay, it will have come out this week
Yesterday.
by the time you're listening to this episode.
Yes. And I'm so excited for it. A lot of people are nervous because apparently she's a bad accent. But I'm going to be so dead serious with you. And this is incredibly embarrassing for myself. I legit thought this was based in America. And so in my head, they're all American.
Yeah, I also thought it was based
Okay,
in America.
good. It comes out yesterday. It came out yesterday. But so it doesn't bother me at all. Yeah. Which that's a dumb American for you. I don't know what else to say.
I don't know if the books ever gave like a location.
I don't know. I need to go. I've already read it twice. And the fact that I haven't picked it up yet is either really embarrassing or maybe is the author British?
Holly Jackson.
Thank you. I could think of Holly and I couldn't remember the last name.
I don't know.
Yep.
She is?
United Kingdom.
We're just dumb. Okay, but all of their, like, the things that it talks about, like, schools and stuff like that seemed like our type of school.
Right? Don't they call the police something else? No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But either way.
My BBC shows are failing me now.
Yeah. But their whole legal system and everything seemed like American.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me either.
Dang, we're just dumb.
But so it doesn't bother me. I did picture her differently, but I'm not mad about it at all. I'm not mad about it at all because she is very like innocent in the book. And then she becomes very not innocent. So
I'm excited.
And in different terms of the word innocence.
Yeah. True.
So double meanings. But yeah, I'm so wickedly excited about that.
Yeah.
And just to keep our Instagram stories flowing, if y'all want, I will give my live reactions on Instagram while I'm watching it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Even if it's like really late at night.
I'll like it.
Okay. As long as you want it and like it. That's all I care about. Okay. What kept you up? What kept you home? And what are you most excited about?
Okay. So what kept me up, I guess, because Tyler and I are one of our only times to like watch TV, just the two of us, is when baby goes to bed. We found a new anime. It's called Spy Family, and it's so freaking cute. Yeah.
Elegante.
Like, this one guy is like obsessed with everything being elegant. It's so funny. But the guy is a spy and the girl is an assassin, and their daughter they adopted, and she can read minds, but they don't know she can read minds. And the couple it's like actually like fake family trope. Like he needed her for his mission, but like she needed him for like her like image or whatever, but she's an assassin and he's a spy, and the child can read minds, and they don't know that she can read minds. So she's like obviously like knows that they're an assassin and a spy, and it's amazing.
Oh my God, I need this in my life.
I'm obsessed, and it's so cute, and the animation is adorable, and I love it. So that, and then what kept me home? Well, a baby, and then also Tyler and I just started reading Game of Thrones, and it's a big commitment.
Yeah. Hefty. Good for you.
But I'm excited.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Not to you, because I know you're already going to say no. Do you guys watch Below Deck? Because it's my one trashy TV guilty pleasure. And right now what's showing is Mediterranean Below Deck. And I have a lot of thoughts and feelings, and I don't know anyone who watches it. And I need to know what we feel about well, I won't even go into that. But I have a lot of thoughts. Like, you probably know what I'm saying by that. And I have to wait till Tuesday to the next episode. Dang. And there's a girl on there that I feel like people love and I despise.
I feel like I experience that a lot, and where somebody like loves a character and I'm just like, okay, well, they're really annoying, but okay.
Well, it's not even that. Like, she makes me just like because because she's like, I hate drama. And
then she's the drama.
She's literally the drama.
Oh my God, I hate people like that.
And she's like, I don't understand why this girl's egging things on, why she keeps like bringing things up, and why she's blowing things out of proportion. And when you're watching the show,
she's the one doing those
things.
She's
the one who's blowing. She's on the boat talking to the guy who's in the middle of everything about how she feels and her feelings. And the other girl's just like, hey, can I just like sleep on your floor because I don't like my roommate?
Girl,
she's not even saying anything. And then she goes to the head girl and is like, did you know that this is so off topic, but did you know that she got fired off her last boat because of she caused drama? And it's like, no, she didn't. And so the way the editors are amazing, they clipped back to when they were talking about it. And like, that's not what she said.
Wild.
Anyways, so I need to know how you feel about that situation, if you know what I mean.
Find the plank in your own eye before the twig in someone else's.
That's what she's so annoying too. She's like, I taught you everything you know.
Bitch, please.
Yeah, you did teach her a lot.
I don't watch that, but I'm invested now.
But I'll keep you updated.
Okay, thank you. And finally, I am so excited for our book fair with Fern and Fable.
Me too. It's a grown-up book fair in Ormond Beach, Florida.
Yep. August 31st,
7 to 10 p.m., I think. So it's a late night edition. I've been to one of Fern and Fable's late night activity things that they do, and it is so fun. The people that show up are just like top tier people. So we'll be there. It's celebrating their anniversary. And like, wild enough, we're not celebrating our anniversary there, but wild enough, our 3 years is coming up.
Yes.
So, pop a bubbly for us. And let's see what else. The BookCon.
Yes.
That's exciting. And the book fair with Writer's Block.
Yeah. So the BookCon is in Orlando, October 3rd through the 5th. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're hosting some panels with incredible authors. So check out social media.
The book that we just read and the book that we're about to read, Foxglove by Adalyn Grace. She will also be on our panel.
She will, and I'm so excited to jump back into the series because I need to know what Fate is up to.
Me too. So it's chapters 1 through 22. We're going to read that next week, and it left us hanging in Belladonna. Thank you. All I could think of was Foxglove and Wisteria. So yeah, pick up your book anywhere. Writer's Block, we do have a cute little discount code.
Yes.
It's in the description.
An affiliate link, is that what they're called?
It is. So find that there. And thank you so much for listening. This has been a crazy 3 years. We'll celebrate it for real on our 3 years.
We will.
But it's coming up.
Yeah, that's it. Stay tipsy.